Hey there. Welcome back. Was not expecting there to be a little bit extra to this game. I thought for sure it'd probably just end on me getting the crown and that's it. But we've got a little bit of epilogue here. I'm all for it.
Come now. Of course. And so. Well. This I vow.
What do you want to do?
No, I'm talking to everyone.
You're not serious. All right then. Ain't this a pickle? Pleasure to see you. Hmm? Hey. Yes. Now that you mention it. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you're a Nydia. So your true form is, you know, like small, child-esque look. Hey! There's the boy!
Yo. Hey. But that's yeah. Thank you.
Oh. Just. True. However,
Now that you mention it.
yes. We shall.
This place has really changed.
Well, I sure don't want to go back to the old kingdom.
All very nice.
All very nice.
Thank you,
Welcome.
Thank you kindly.
Oi there!
Oh, but which action to undertake?
All right then.
Oi there!
All very nice.
Well, I sure don't want to go back to the old kingdom.
This place is really brilliant. Thanks.
All right then.
Hi,
My
Juna.
king.
In that case,
Gosh. Well.
Oh, cat. He's here.
So. Speaking of which,
now we're talking.
yeah. Hey, hey. Magic. Wait a sec.
I just think he's cute. I just think he's neat.
That's a good kitty.
Oh.
All right now.
All right then.
Do you have a snazzy new outfit? No.
Sublime.
Aha!
About that.
Oh. Perhaps. Indeed.
That's...
That's... However...
Just sublime.
You are.
All right then.
Yeah?
Am I
Amazing.
permitted to have this way?
Hang on.
Oh, okay.
Amazing.
Yeah?
All right now.
All right then.
Ripping this is.
Dear me. Ain't this a pickle?
Brigitte!
Say,
But...
yet. speaking of?
Oh. Yay, the dog lived! The best ending.
Come again.
It's a pickle.
You've got this under control, yeah?
Ain't this a pickle?
Loveless.
Yeah.
Ain't this a pickle?
The prince has become magnificent indeed.
What's up, Batlin?
Oh. This fellow.
I'm counting on you.
Aha!
Hey.
May God keep your child.
All right.
May God keep your child.
You're a good man, Godot. Hello, Yufa.
Greetings.
Well,
Yes, of course. In truth. Alas. The reason is... Now that you mention it... Very well. I do believe... Because...
all right then.
Wonderful.
Oh, my, oh, my. Lovely, that.
Pardon.
Really?
Well. Got to say, Then again, brilliant.
Lovely, that.
Uh-huh.
All right then. All right then.
Lovely, that.
All right then.
Amazing.
My oh my.
Say there.
Hey.
That's Lord or General Stroll, Your Majesty.
Even so. Hey. Thank you.
That's...
No. Hey. That's why.
Say there. Hi there.
Oh, right.
Hold on.
See you soon, I hope.
All right then.
That everybody?
Aha!
What now?
Let's go see.
Yep, that's everybody. Alright.
Grand, innit?
Well,
Wonderful.
okay. There is more, but he's gone.
All right then.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So? That reminds me.
That's right.
Oh.
Oh, hello there. Oh, right. I suppose now I should call you Your Majesty. You know, I was just telling Papa, even through all that mess, everyone's really been working hard.
Am I keeping my promise properly from back then?
Yes, you beat the villain, and now the city's full of smiles. And I'm sure Papa's smiling down on you too.
That's good. Hearing that from you really lifts my heart.
Don't worry. I'll try to do my part with what I've got. I want to help everyone understand that the world could be a better place if we can join hands with one another. Miss Fabian's fed so many hungry people since things changed. Some of those people even said they found their place there. I think I did too. If we can all change together for the better like that, we'll be closer to Your Majesty's and Papa's dream. And I want to help with something too. I want everyone across the land to be able to smile.
Yeah, I'm counting on you. Let's do this together.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Majesty. Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
We should be the ones thanking her. Feels like I can see the entire country's future in her smile.
Everyone!
Long time no see. How have you been?
As we find ourselves afield, I thought I might visit Alsace myself.
Hold on a tick. Those people there. Surely not.
Naturally, we're drawing attention. We didn't all have to go at once.
Needn't fuss, old thing. It's been too long since we were all together again anyway.
Lady Tuna, did she really come all this way in a runner? Could have asked His Majesty to pop over and bring you back with a teleport or two.
The unmitigated nerve.
Oh, it's fine. I wanted to take in our country as it is. It's definitely a little rougher outside the capital's walls. There's still traces of melancholia around, and the odd human roaming about.
We're sending soldiers out for every incident we can. But it's not easy to hear the voice of the people from more distant regions.
I guess it's obvious. But just because you're king now doesn't make you suddenly all-seeing.
A lesson I learned last year. In the end, I was blind to a great deal of this world. Never would have learned if I hadn't pushed out the door and seen it with my own eyes.
A year ago, I would have just said we could fly over ourselves. I mean, let's be real. The capital isn't going to fall apart if we just sneak over for a little tour, is it?
Of course not. We specifically put precautions in place to keep things running.
Yet it has only been 1 year. We cannot be too complacent too soon, lest the dissidents seize on the opportunity.
Oh, there he is! Over there! See? I told you, that's His Majesty, innit?
Might have been a bit too obvious.
Oi there, Your Majesty!
You dare hoy the king? You swine!
Steady on, Hulkenberg, calm. You needn't draw steel on the poor fellow. We're the ones who indulged in this little day trip.
Your Majesty, thanks for all you do, really. Have to say, my life's a lot easier now.
There's more work to do every day. But we're in this together. We believe in you.
Everyone's so supportive. Kind of brings back memories from last year.
Rather. It's the sort of thing to get a chap all misty-eyed over the past. What a journey it was.
We really did just leg it up and down the country slaying dragons, eh? Can't believe we actually survived it.
They were dangerous times, but exciting ones too.
When we fought to appease the dragon god, I had no idea we would have to face another 4 dragons.
Nor I. Never thought the day would come when I'd be hailed as a dragon slayer. Life is full of surprises.
Right.
I'm glad that the extra stuff is, like the bonus quests are referenced. That's cool.
It was a hard road, but we did have fun together, didn't we?
Looks like we're drawing a crowd. Time to get back to work.
Indeed. A veritable mountain of tasks awaits us, and I will see it crested.
And not long after, a new year dawned.
Happy New Year.
A journey? Are you really planning on leaving us?
There's more I have to see. With my own eyes.
You want to know what's going on in the world, huh? Well, I guess you are the king.
Sounds like fun, but a daily jaunt down to the slums is one thing, and a proper journey is quite another. You're a king now, lad. You've got the people's expectations on your shoulders. It's all right to just sit on your throne and mind the home front, you know?
I want to do what I can for the people. If that's not kingly, then the crown's just slowing me down.
Come on, this is no time for jokes.
Ever the fearless gadabout, eh? Well, I take your point, lad. Magla and the humans make a fine barometer for the anxiety still swirling in the country. So you go out and give it a proper survey, where it is and how much is there. If people can't face their anxieties, they can't keep their eyes forward. And if they can't do that, we'll have a bally hard time moving forward as a nation or a people. So you want to get a better grasp of it all. That's your most important duty as a ruler. That's what you're thinking, eh?
Right.
If that was your plan, you could have just said so.
Sounds like a fine idea to me. A proper spot of fun besides. Wouldn't expect any less from our king and captain. Well, since I'm the ballet court engineer, I've no choice but to come along. I'm the only driver fit to maneuver the Royal Skyrunner after all. And why, you're the Dragon Slayer King, bane of monsters all across the country. When I imagine what sort of wondrous encounters you've got next, well, I'm all agog. Yes, here begins our quest anew. Let us sally forth upon our... hello? Are you not listening to me?
Sire, you've really got to stop chasing these ideas all on your own. You'll be the death of us.
Once again, sire, I've asked you countless times to give word if you're to leave the castle. Such caprice.
Nurse, don't tell me you called for them beforehand.
Saved us a bit of time, eh? Though, hello, what's this? I count only 2 of the 6 partisans. Short a few spears.
For my part, I believe 'tis unrealistic for all of us to depart the capital together.
Oh, so you've no plans to stop our little adventure, eh?
Hulkenberg and I talked it over. We decided that if you insist on going, we'd rather go with you than stop you.
Are you sure about this?
I was thinking back to our last fight with Luis. So many people supported us, but not for any high-minded ideals or arguments.
They were supporting us because we were actively fighting a monster on their behalf. In the end, people make choices based on their personal experience and emotion. Even if decided justly and supported by prosperity, the people may struggle to trust a king whose face they do not know. An invisible ruler is no cure for their fears.
Right. I'm not opposed to the idea of getting out into the world again. Really, it might be the wisest move to make sure you're a king everyone knows.
Still, this early into the new year? 'Tis never a dull moment in your Majesty's employ.
Bit of a smaller party than we last set out with, huh? But it's a pleasure to be on the road again with you.
Okay, but can we really afford to have both our general and the Royal Guard's captain coming along for this?
'Tis natural course for the Royal Guard to accompany the king. And I trust my corps is not so feeble that it will fall apart in my absence.
We'll make it work. Got to learn to trust others and delegate, right? And we'll just have to lead by example.
Right then, let's go.
And worst case scenario, I can always teleport us back.
You once heard my voice and answered a query in kind. Is fantasy a powerless creation? That timeless question. So long as life remains in the world, we seekers all shall search for our answer. But he will find his. Of that I am certain. And it is thanks to you for believing in and guiding him. That was the true purpose of my royal magic, you know. To seek and obtain guidance from denizens of a land beyond ours. A land that has not yet lost hope. And it was you who answered the call. Armed with your hope, armed with the power of fantasy, you rose in glory. Such courage, such whimsy, and yes, what thrills. You have my sincerest thanks.
Feels familiar. It's been far too long.
Aye, the wind feels an echo of days past.
Unusually poetic for you.
Hmm?
They're awful, aren't they? They would have left us behind. Oh.
Well, I'm not certain we're in a position to talk, having followed straight after, saying we could just teleport back.
Well, hey, we figured the kids might want to change your scenery, like.
Wow, Wow!
Yay!
Amazing!
Poetic indeed. That the scepter's absence restored order to Magla, and even greenery to the sands.
I'll say, I definitely like this view better.
Let's go.
I think I'm willing to say this is my favorite Atlus RPG to date. It was previously Persona 3, specifically Reload. Even though Reload was missing bonus stuff from FES, but I digress. This had the advantages of being original game, IP, not tied to Mega 10 or Persona specifically. Granted, it clearly borrows, formulas from them, but whatever, that's fine. But it uses them very well, and turn-based gameplay was great. And I have to say, all of the characters in this game were fantastic. Party members-wise, the only one I think maybe lacked-ish would be Yufa. Because, once she gets her realization, there's really nothing much else to her. But, still, there was no point where I felt like she was a detriment. And everyone else? Fantastic. I might even be willing to put this particular game definitely in my top 10 these days. That was a fantastic adventure. And outside of the 2 dragon fights that were kind of BS, well, mostly the fire one. Once I changed my plan for the poison one, it wasn't an issue. But the fire one just having an instant kill move that couldn't really prepare for in the moment was kind of dumb. But everything else? Amazing. And I'm glad that there was more than enough time in the game's calendar to max out all of your followers and your stats. Because that is something that Reload suffered from, is that even though you had a little bit more leeway to get it all done, you still threaded the needle's edge. It was too tight. To the point where I failed to do so in my playthrough of that game. The game was also really good about hitting me with surprises that I did not pick up on or foresee coming. I didn't expect Juna to be a party member. Got me there. I expected Yufa's brother to be the party member, not her. Mostly on the grounds that we were introduced to him first. But it makes more sense for Yufa to have been the one to join us. And then I was just clamoring for Basilio to join my party. The whole time of them hanging out with us, I was like, please, you join my party. I don't want you to be on the opposing side. And then sure enough, he joins the party for the reason that pretty much was set in stone if he was going to, is that his brother perishes. And then he joins us because he's found his resolve. And even though the main character is blank slate-ish, he still has certain lines in the game that are his own. He's not he has his own personality. Even if we can, express it in slightly different ways. Now the question I have to ask is, how did I get my heart back? I definitely ripped it out. Like, actually ripped it out. And then my dad dragged me into a book and was like, hey, stay here. And I'm like, no. And then all of a sudden I just have no hole in my chest and I'm completely healed. Like, magic world, I get it, but you think they could have explained that just a little bit. Oh yeah, voice actors. Okay. Who is Basilio? Matt Whitchurch. Okay. Joseph Tweedale is Louise. He did phenomenal. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't think I could fathom a reason to play this game in Japanese. The different accents characters had definitely added a lot to the tribal division of the game and the issues they face. Like, given the brothers Magnus, like, Irish accents, perfect allegory for certain things throughout at least the US history. So, like, I know Japanese has some dialect differences and accents, but it's definitely not as much as English. And it ends on the image of the Seeker.
Dear guest, from a world I shall never know, in your eyes, I know our journey was ultimately a fiction. However, I hope your memories of this fantastical adventure burn as bright in your reality. I hope the promise of our world echoes in you. With all my heart, I hope that fantasy gives you strength.
Look at that. The rubble's just bait for tourists now.
I never expected a view like this.
Let's see it all! Let's see the world!
Yeah.
A new journey now beckons. In days of eld, the people prospered and perished in turn. Struck by their ways, I wrote a book of my dearest ideals. A tale of fantasy. In my vision, they placed their trust, and so the kingdom breathed new life.
The strength to believe in the unknown, that can change everything. Without a doubt, you will face all sorts of trials ahead. But carry onward with all your heart. Onward, fearless, into a world unknown.
Fantasy. Son. Oh yeah, I'm willing to go around again. What a good game. 64 hours and 32 minutes. That's a nice number right there. Divides. Do it though. And with that, I will see you all till next game.